Welcome to your daily reading for July 2nd here at Soy la Medicina by Miracles Within Us. I am your host, Aku. Let's enjoy this reading. Hola and welcome, mi gente. Welcome to your reading for July 2nd. Know that even though it's July 2nd reading, whenever you come across this reading, there's a message here for you. And I trust in that because I don't believe in the linear time. Okie dokie, let's get started. And did you see that in the beginning? My lighter gave out. And the color of the candle we have today is yellow, right? I think it kind of looks more white on your end, but the color is yellow, and yellow is connected to our solar plex, right? Oh, a card turned over, so let's take that out. And that's connected to our solar plexus. Oh, there's another one. Okay. It's like if you don't pay attention, you will miss out on what is coming forward. And that is like a part of the message right now. And the solar plex energy is about our will, right? It is always up to us as to how successful we can be in certain things, right? And yeah, there are things that aren't for us, and we will get clues around it, right? But things that are for us, they have a way of continuously showing themselves, right? Like I'll notice that I'll do reading for myself, I'll do a reading for other people, and there's a theme. I'll dream, and then the theme is connected, the theme of my dream is connected to the theme of the reading, right? Like there's always some sort of connection. And when you pay attention, if you allow yourself to kind of slow down and pay attention and just don't keep going, you will see some stuff. You will see the things that are trying to help you. You will see the answers that you've been asking for being answered, right? The questions you were asking for being answered. Mercury retrograde, dude. All right, so let's see. Anything else you would like to share with me? Ooh, a few cards there. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Let's see the story. All right, we have a few things going on, and what else were we expecting for the month of July, right? We walked into the month of July with the full moon, Mercury retrograde, right? Also, there's just been astrologically a lot of things pointing to this time of the year, right? In July, in August, it just continues to amplify. And so I want to start with the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, we have here the Nine of Swords, okay? Sleepless nights, right? Waking up in the middle of the night, not being able to um, have peaceful rest, right? It may be that you go to sleep fine, but you're still waking up tired, restless, right? There's something that is trying to get your attention. And the thing is, with what I'm seeing here is there's a need to kind of change up the structure of how you're managing your time, your energy, because the truth is energy has shifted. The timeline that we are now shifted into is one that has a different speed. And at some moments, it's like faster in certain things, and in other things, it's to slow down, right? And so the benefit of slowing down at this time, the thing is, you don't want to slow down to the point where you're not taking action. That is not going to work for you at this time. It's like as you slow down with purpose, right? It's like you go into your meditation and you're going in it intentionally. You're taking a class and you're doing it intentionally because there's a specific thing you're trying to gather from that experience, right? It's like, just don't like, oh, I'm just gonna dibble dabble. That right now is not gonna help you, right? There's a moment in time that is necessary, right? But right now, it's about a restructuring, a reclaiming, right? Like yesterday's energy was about reclaiming the inheritance of our lineage and anything that was put upon us that was not ours, that was taken from our lineage, we are now reclaiming. And in order to do so, we need to let go of the baggage. We need to reframe how we see experiences. And it's a reframing, not like a gaslighting reframing. Like, I'm going to change this so it sounds good, even though it is a piece of shit experience. No, that is not what is being asked for. The truth is at the forefront. It is like I'm getting myself out of the blinders, right? Like I'm taking off the blinders and I'm letting myself see with all of my vision, right? All visions, my vision, intuitive vision, as well as my physical eye visions, okay? And letting yourself intuit as well. What does that mean, to intuit? That means to give yourself a moment to ask your intuition, okay, what are you telling me here? Because if you continue to just go about your day, like, I just have to do this, I just have to do this, and you don't have your why, you don't understand why you're doing what you're doing, you're not really having a purpose behind it, you're just doing because this is what you've done or what is expected of you, that has to kind of be reevaluated at this time. And as you reclaim yourself, your energy, and your lineage, you gain the strength and the confidence to do so. And in doing so, you create a structural boundaries that allow you to really move in a way that is respectful and more in alignment, right? The energies here, like we have on the first line, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so we got 4, 4, and then the Queen. Okay, so to me, the number 44 is to remember to put yourself first. Remember to include yourself in the decision making. Whenever I see that 44, right? Not 444, not the 3 fours. I'm just talking about 44, right? 2 fours. Whenever I see that number, it it shows me, okay, I must include myself in this as well, like including my desires, including my truths, including my well-being, right? Like it's not just like, oh, I I'm a responsible person, so I'm going to do this for this person, but you're not really accounting the energy, the time, and the effort that you have to do, and also what you may have to take yourself away from for accomplishing something that someone else is asking, right? It may seem like a simple ask at first, but when you look at something and you see it for its entirely, you're like, actually, that's gonna take up more time, and there's other things that I have as a priority. And so that's what I'm feeling with this Four of Pentacles and this Four of Wands. Four of Pentacles, you see she's holding on to her coin, right? She's sitting on some sort of like throne, even though it's not a throne. She doesn't have a crown on. And it's like, you could be sitting on a throne with the crown. However, because you're holding on too tight to your pentacles, to the physical part of your experience, and you're not integrating more of the wands experience, which is like that wisdom, right? The wands is connected to our spirit and like this knowing of wisdom, right? Like if you happen to know what type of intuitive you are, this can be helpful, right? Like, are you a claircognizant? Are you a clairsendent? Are you clairaudient? Right? And there's many different clairs, right? My strongest one is a claircognizant, which is I just know, right? Like I just know. And also when I look at my human design chart, my head is open, which is also like I'm also receiving insights and information all the time, right? Like I get ideas and thoughts that are not necessarily mine. And that's how I'm able to also channel and give information, because I'm open in a way where I can hear and receive that way. And what is needed at this time, because I have up here, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. You're struggling with the integration of putting yourself on the throne. You're not seeing your inheritance. You're not seeing that you are on this throne. And when you look at this queen, you look at her, she seems beautiful, and she is. But if you look closely, and anyone who has this deck can tell you, if you look closely, her skin, she has that disease of, I forgot what it's called. You can write in the comment, where your pigmentation starts to whiten. So she has white spots. And when you look, you don't notice that. And the reason why you don't notice it is because she has integrated her confidence. Now it's in the reverse. So I feel like you're overly focused on the appearance of things versus the spirit of things. Well, how is this going to look to other people? How is my boss going to receive this information, right? That I need some time off or whatever it is, right? I'm just coming up with random stuff. But there is this need to see that we have to turn this around, and we can't keep waiting, right? On the second line here, we have the Eight of Wands, the Lovers in reverse, and this is the only major arcana card, and it's the center card of how the spread came out. Okay, we have the Lovers, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Eight of Wands, the Lovers, and the Page of Pentacles. And this is in the middle. This is like this feeling of this is going to be the place what to work on, right? And the Eight of Wands is fast movement. It's like, I'm out of here. I see this now, and I see that this is what I need to do, and I need to get out of this desert, right? Like she's in the desert and we don't know where she's going, right? She's on this motorcycle, but she's dodging those wands. She's like, I'm not going to wait for more disaster. I see clearly. I already feel this. I'm going to trust my spirit, right? Again, the wands is the spirit of us, the fire of us, right? And we have the solar plex candle today, which is the fire, the drive, the will, right? Our purpose here. And the thing is, like with this Lovers in reverse, what I feel here is like, it's like you see, it's like a go and a stop, a go and a stop. Literally, this is what this feels like. Like this reading feels like I get an awareness, I see it, I do one step, and then I hold back and I stop myself. I don't continue. And this Lovers in the middle is kind of talking about you are the one who has the choice, right? The Lovers card is about the choice. And also it might be about relationship as well. You know, we are relationship centered beings, right? Like everything is a relationship. That's how we connect with everything, right? It's not just like person to person, but it's like we have a relationship with our shower head, right? Oh, we got the one we have because we love it. It massages our head nice, whatever the case may be, right? anything. I'm just using that because I love my shower head. It's really nice. And anyone who has come to my house, they always compliment my shower head. They're like, oh my God, it's so nice. It gave me such a good massage. And I'm like, yeah, I appreciate it too, you know? That's why I have it. And so like there's like this relationship thing, right? Like it relationships with everything, and recognizing those relationships we have with everything, right? With the Page of Pentacles, right? This is like, okay, you got the Eight of Wands and you're like going, you're like, oh, I need to go now, I'm a run. And then you go and you have the Lovers card in reverse where you kind of like, ah, and you put the brakes, right? And then in that, if you turn the Lovers around, right, what ends up happening is you slow down enough to see what is the right pace for me. And when you sort of sit with that, right, you see, okay, I'm still going to take my pentacle, right? Because that Four of Pentacles that we begin with, holding on tightly, I'm still taking my pentacle, which is my physical experience, my knowledge, my wisdom, but I'm taking it with me so that in a way of maturing, right? And I'm going to integrate some stuff, right? And then at the last line, we have here the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Wands. Wow. We have three pages here. The Page of Cups and the Page of Wands is in reverse. The page energy is like the princess energy, right? Prince energy, which is like, they're not yet the king or queen, but they're one step there. It's just like, it's a matter of time, right? A matter of, and the time is based on maturing. And I'm going to say the the page that is missing is the one you need, right? So we have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Page of Cups, the Page of Swords. And think about that. The Swords is about the mind. It's pretty striking. It's connected to the air signs as well, right? But it's like really wise. It's the wise one of the pages. And so what we're missing here is the Page of Swords. So what we're missing here is the integration of knowledge. It's like you have the experience, you have the knowing of the spirit, right? You have the physical experiences, yet you haven't brought it all the way up to the crown, right? It's still sitting in your chakras, going up and down, up and down. And you need to bring that breath of life all the way up to the crown so you can get the full integration, right? And get your full inheritance, right? Because again, we're working on reclaiming our lineage, right? Our lineage is very juicy. It has a lot for us, and it has been stolen, taken, repressed, suppressed, right? It has been twisted and turned into something that it isn't. And now we are now unfolding that, and that unfolding of it takes some time. And that's why we have this page of, you see here, I mean, this Five of Cups, of Pentacles, my bad. Five of Pentacles. It's just sadness. It's like a physical walking away. So it's like, as you start to see, as you start to be like, okay, I need to integrate my spirit with the knowing. It's not like sometimes you're just doing the knowing, but then you leave your spirit behind. And then there's the times you're all spiritual, but you leave your knowledge behind. You have a gap. And we need to like not have that gap. We need to bring it back in, We need to bring it back in. And that's why we have this underneath everything, this Nine of Swords, right? And it's the only swords that has come up in the reading, right? And the page that is missing from here, because we have all three pages, is the One of the Swords. So it's like you're almost there. You're almost there. It's like you're so close, but you're not there yet, right? And this is because there's some things you need to clear out your way. There's connections that I also feel like influences that aren't actually what they say they are. And that realization might be a little bit heartbreaking. Like with this Five of Pentacles, it's like, they're left out in the cold, they're walking in the cold, and their head is down and they don't seem very confident, right? And the pentacles, as you see, they're like on this window over here that kind of looks like a church. So there's also like this walking away from the traditional way of things, and there's some sadness with it, because the realization of like, wow, I really had my faith in this connection. I really had my faith in this religion, and now I see that it is, right? And you fill in the blank. And that filling in the blank is the Page of Swords, which is the truth, right? The swords talks about truth. It talks about words. It talks about kind of cutting through things, right? And so that's the part that's missing, the part that of cutting, right? And I would say bring in your ancestors, bring in the archangels, bring in the protection deities that you connect with and the spirits that you connect with, that are here to cut, right? The ones that are not bullshit, right? Like we cannot be afraid anymore, right? And we need that strength, but from a real protective space, right? Let's see what other cards we get here with the energy oracle, because I'm feeling this sense of like, yes, there's some doing, some physical doing, like there's a walking away from something, but and in that walking away, it comes, in order for you to do so, you have to you need to integrate your spirit with your wisdom, the information you have been through, right? Don't be afraid. This, with these pages, these two pages in reverse, the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands, I feel like there's some fear that holds you back, the fear of the unknown. And the thing with the pages is that they have to, in order for them to be a page, they need to let go of fear, right? And then from the page, they move into the knight. And then from the knight, they move into the princess and prince. And then from there, they move into the king and the queens. And then from there, they move into the emperor, empress. And then from there, they move to the high priestess and the magician, right? And then the cycle begins again. Then they move back into the full, into a new learning, a new thing. And that's the thing, we're always learning and growing. So if you feel like, oh, I'm gonna do this course and that's gonna be it, no, that's just the one of the many levels that you will be on. All right, let's see, what else would you like to share with us right now? Ooh, I feel the energy like cards want to come out, but again, something doesn't want to be seen. And look at the bottom when I stop, right? Something doesn't want to be seen. What is that? Number 9, broken heart. And it's in reverse, but I know you are tired of feeling your broken heart. I know you are tired of having to speak about that story, even though it may have happened a long time ago, or if it was recent and you're trying to get over it. And the thing is, it's not about trying to get over anything. You're not getting over anything. What is needed is to mature, is to integrate, is to have realization around what was it that broke my heart? What was it that really hurt me? Right? And it wasn't reversed, so it's not like it's the primary thing on your mind. But when you get silent and you get quiet with yourself, right? When your body and your nervous system starts to relax, you feel your heart aching. And it's because what is missing is for you to go look in the mirror and give yourself what it is you've been wanting to see from others. You have given your love out when it was supposed to come inward. And relationships are supposed to reflect the love we have. Not, I'm going to prove myself in this loving connection, right? And if you are now starting to date and connect with new individuals, right? The thing is to see it that you're not trying to see, oh, do they like me? You need to see, is this person a good person? Are they a safe person? Will they be someone who can protect me and help me? Right? Are they really a mature person, or are they a child in a grown suit? How will they react in certain situations? Right? Is my partner that I'm talking to, or the partner that I'm interested in, are they self-preserving? And what I mean by that is like individuals who like they're good people and they'll help and things like that, but as soon as things get too the boiling pot gets too hot, they walk away instead of helping to lower the temperature of the boiling pot. You understand my drift? Right? And that's what we need to see in connections. Like, we have this illusion that, oh my God, I have butterflies and I can't stop thinking about her, him. They said the right thing and they're so sexy and I love the way their skin feels. Yeah, that's all nice. But all that comes after you find out what type of person this is. What are they, a self-preserving person? Will they be, or will they be a person that will be there for you? Right? Because the truth is, as we age, things just get harder, right? Our circles get smaller. Everyone is getting older. People get sick. People, there's unfortunate accidents that happen. Will they be able to handle that with you? Or will they just like only want to be in the celebratory part of your life and want you to spend money on them and get them gifts or spend time with them or have some juicy lovemaking, and that's it? I just want you to know what's happening, because underneath I feel like a reason why we have the page of swords is missing is because you haven't faced all of your pain in your heart. You kind of reached the point of like, oh, I'm tired of my pain, I'm moving on. And yes, there is that piece, but there's a level of grief, a grieving step you have not completed. And a part of that step is this integration, is the wisdom, so that when you move into the next connection, you're not blindsided by nonsense. Okay? And I want to point that out. That card didn't pop out. It just was here, and I felt to look, and I saw the reflection on the camera, and I was like, oh, what is that? Because it was like striking, right? And so that's why I'm sharing, and underneath things, that is what's happening, this broken heart, right? And the thing is, you need to give yourself the love you've been wanting. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wait. Ooh. When you give yourself the love you've been wanting, I love that this came out as soon as I said that, because this is what happens when you give yourself the love you've been wanting. You get the happy family card. Number 4, and we were talking about the 4s. So now we have 3 4s. That's my angel number. That's my divine number. Like, you're on the right path, right? 44 is, I need to consider myself. I must put myself in the equation of whatever decision I'm doing right now. And now we got the next 4, which is, I'm on the right path. So once you integrate, I'm including myself, my own heart, my own needs, my own fill in the blank. You step into the 4 of this 4 happy family. I almost said 4 of cups, but it's okay. It's the same thing, right? 4 of cups. This happy family card. And you see there's a rainbow above them, right? And so it's like, once you can confront this, beautiful things come up. And then we have number 6, contracts. Blind justice. You see, she has a blindfold on her eyes, right? That's who you need to be in order for you to select the person that is right for you, the sexy being right here, right? We have the number 45, a man holding a heart. Okay, again, that heart. But now look at the heart. It's no longer broken, right? And it doesn't matter if it's a male or female, right? It's about the energy. Will they be someone who can hold your heart, right? Because the thing is, you have proven time and time and time again that you, to yourself and to others, that you can hold someone else's heart. Because there were so many moments that you sacrificed your own heart for them, but then you did so from a place of a brokenness, instead of seeing this person is not giving me reciprocity. This individual doesn't have the capacity. It's not personal, even though it is a personal experience. Get that? So, what I'm feeling here in conclusion of today's reading for this beautiful Thursday, July 2nd, as we embrace the, the truth, and we go into the, don't be afraid to go into the depths of the emotions and look in the mirror at the things that have hurt, because there's a hurt that's here. Your heart has been taunted, it's been lied to, it's been hurt. And the thing is, it feels like get out, like a teenager who slams the door and like has this sign on their door for their parents, keep out, don't come in, I don't want you, right? And then you like, sweetie, I'm sorry, or sweetie, come out, and they're like, no, right? Like, no, right? Like, and it's just like this lash out. That's what this 9 broken heart energy feels like. That rebellious teenager. It's not even a rebellious teenager. It's the teenager who's like, I'm fed up, I can't, this is too much emotion, right? And now when we feel into that truth, let yourself be real with yourself, right? Look into the mirror and do this work. Talk to someone who helps you get into your feelings and into your emotions, right? Do a ceremony with yourself, right? Do a sweet bath with yourself, right? A sweet bath is like, you draw your bath, and as the water is filling in your tub or whatever container you're using to submerge yourself, you talk to that water and you tell that water, thank you, water. Thank you for being here for me. Thank you for being the perfect temperature for me. I ask, as I step into this water, that you remind me of my sweetness. Make me feel the truth of how it felt to be in the safety of the wound of my mother, right? And not just like your physical mother, but like the mother of the universe, right? La tierra, the earth, all of it, right? And you can put rose petals, you can put chamomile tea inside the bath, like if you have the leaves, right? Turn down the lights a little bit, light up some candles, right? Give yourself a moment to take care of you and bring in some softness, because there is some rigid hardness. And I could feel like some of you have some, like your legs are sort of twisted and maybe your toes go numb. I just started to feel that on my right side. And that's not typical for me. So it's like there is a need to realize your body's been talking to you for a long time, and you just been overriding it as like, oh, I'm aging, oh, I was on my feet for too long. No, that isn't the message that's coming through right now. It's listening to you, to all of the components together. And when you do so, you're going to come to a realization, and you're going to go through the moments. You're going to cry, you're going to get angry, you're going to have rage, you're going to have all these different emotions. Why did that person do that to me? Why did I let that happen? And then you get to the point of realization, and then you could take that breath of relief. And when that breath of relief comes in, there's a new you that can emerge. Will you let that a new emergence come? Will you let that emergence come? Like, will you let it be? Will you let yourself integrate that part inside and be reflected? Right? You do not need to be how you've always been. That does not serve you anymore. It's not serving you. It wasn't serving you then, and it's definitely not serving you right now. Okay, so there is like this needing of softness with yourself, but also directness, because swords energy is truthful, it's direct, it's no bullshit kind of energy. It's like, tell me the truth, or if you playing game, I'm out the door. I don't have time for this. I love having a good time, but not when I'm guessing, not when I'm no, that is not fun. Okay, it's not fun for anyone. Okay, so this was a really, really interesting reading, for this Thursday. And remember, you have the power within you, right? We got the yellow candle today, really connecting to our will. What will you do now with your will? When you start confronting the dark spaces within you and bringing in the light into the dark spaces within your body, within your spirit, within your aura, what will you do with the information that's coming to you? Because what's coming to you is your own words of the moments you never spoke up, the moments you stood quiet, the moments you overreacted, right? All of those things, that is all right there waiting for you to say, it's okay. Everything that I went through is okay. It's okay now. I survived. I'm here. And now I'm choosing to do something beautiful with it. I'm not going to let myself believe I will never find love again. I will not keep myself so busy that I do not fulfill my own needs of pleasure, right? And pleasure, I'm not just talking about physical pleasure, I'm talking about all levels of pleasure. Okay, so my beautiful friends, this was amazing. Remember that I have a complimentary 30-minute awareness call. You can claim that at my website at solamedicina.com. The information will be below. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow's message, because the way the messages have been coming through, it has been like there's still a connection from the day before, right? Like there, and that is our life, right? Seeing the dance moving, growing, seeing how we're elevating through this experience. May you have a beautiful rest of your day, and from my heart to yours. De mi corazón hasta la tuya. Ciao. Thank you for watching Soy la Medicina's daily reading here at Miracles Within Us. Remember, you can claim your complimentary awareness call at my website, soylamedicina.com. And until tomorrow, ciao.